Welcome to the second last edition of Valley Form for 2021. I'm joined by a first timer on the show, Josh Bell from Ladbrokes. And Josh, how have you found doing the form for tomorrow?
G'day, Benny. Yeah, Friday night at the Valley. It's the best time of the week. I'm jealous that you guys down south can saddle up in the comfort of the Ladbrokes lounge, but I'll be watching from home. Hopefully we've found a few winners between us.
Well, race 5, as always, is Ladbrokes 55-second challenge. We're up to heat 9. We're almost halfway. And who have you found on top?
Yeah, Sweet Zoo returned to the races with a win over the short course here at the Valley. That was on a good 3 track, and he ran a time 55.4 first up. Now, that was her third win from 8 career race starts, so she's a progressive type. She won impressively first up at Sandown last prep before finishing 1.5 lengths behind the winner in Trepidatious at Caulfield at her next run. Matthew Cartwright will give the horse some weight relief with the claim, and with some luck from the awkward draw, she'll be climbing over them late. So number 4, Sweet Zoo on top. So we don't want to be out of the quaddie in the first leg here. So I've gone a bit wider with this first leg. Number 2, Pravro. She drops in class after running second at the track and distance last start. Number 3, Ash Train, won back-to-back races last prep by a combined 7 lengths. Number 4, Sweet Zoo, my on-top selection. Number 5, Passing Time. 1, 2, or 3 so far. And number 12, Translation, ready to win now after back-to-back placings with Damien Oliver steering.
Race 6 is the PTA Landscapes Handicap over 2,040 metres. I see no reason to jump off the Philip Stokes train Sacred Lasso. I and Rayman were both keen on last week. She is on the 1-week backup, but I think if she handles it well, she'll be very tough to beat. I thought it was a really brave effort last week. She was facing the breeze. She went to sit outside the lead, and this time I think tomorrow night, drawn barrier 7, I think Maddie Lloyd will be the one who's stalking them, and she'll come with the last crack. As you can see here, she was only just swallowed up in the final 10 metres by Maid of Iron, and that was actually a benchmark 70 grade race. She drops back to 64 grade tomorrow night, and I think she'll be hard to beat. In the quaddie, I'm going to take just the 3: number 8, Sacred Lass, number 9, Poppy Joan, and number 11, Hard Squeeze.
All right, race 7, the Byerley members Christmas Party Handicap over the 1,200 metres. Escodora is a likely race 4-year-old mare that showed her she has a fair amount of ability when she broke through for a maiden win at a second career start at Geelong to close out her debut prep. Now, I love the way she picked back up when she was challenged late in that particular race, and she looked like a filly that will take plenty of improvement out of that campaign. I'm keen to see the way she parades before this first up assignment, and I'll be keeping an eye on betting before the race. Jamie Carr rode her in her debut win, and she sticks here, which is a good guide as well. Now, she's the first emergency for the race, but I'm confident that she's going to get a run. So number 13, Escodora for the Freeman camp. I've gone skinny in the third leg of the quaddie with just the 2. Number 2, Merle the Pearl. Back-to-back wins last prep by a combined 6 lengths and drawn well in barrier 5. And number 13, Escodora, is my on-top selection. Jamie Carr first up and is a progressive type.
Race 8 and the last race on the card is the Extreme Freight Handicap. And I've landed on number 9 here from the Matt Laurie stable, La Caresse. He went around at big odds of $31 here last time at the Valley, and he ran a luckless third behind smart types Savannah Cloud and Nicolini Vito. I think both of those horses would be clear favourite in a race like this. He draws out again, but I'm hoping they can make ground tomorrow night. And with the airborne John McNeil in the saddle, I think he'll be strongest late. It looks a good each way play, but in the quaddie, I'm going to have to go wide with 3 Overkill, 6 Rock Tycoon, 9 La Caresse, 11 Kermie, and also 14 Rights of Man, who's currently the favourite as second emergency. Well, hopefully we've nailed the quaddie there, Josh, but who's your best bet for the night?
Yeah, my best bet of the night, I think I found one earlier in the card in race 4, so we will have some money to play with the quaddie. Spanish Schnitzel didn't win last time out at the Valley, but I was really impressed with the effort when she was beaten under a length. He sustained a long, wide run when rounding the sharp turn here at the Valley, and he ran right through the line, suggesting that he'll step up to the 1,600 metres with no worries. I'm a little concerned about where he'll land from barrier 7, but Madison Lloyd will use her claim and give the horse some weight relief. Spanish Schnitzel in the 4th.
Well, that's a wrap on Valley Form. Hopefully we've found some winners. We'll be back for another jam-packed edition on Music.